Hello, everybody. Coming in a little late here. Last match I was commentating on went hill. Ed ended up getting it against Richard. It was a dramatic final match. Looks like we're still in the first game here. I know Jeff well, super nice guy, great shot. I have not seen TYREL play before, but I heard that he won the 10-ball CSI championships down in Vegas this year. One of the top shooters out of Wyoming. I'm not sure what the debate was there. Maybe he have nudged the 7 a little bit. I'm not sure, but he gives up a shot on the 4 ball, naturally over to the 6. Looks like he's just got to draw back a little bit here, maybe about, I think he's going to end up right about there. This angle's a little bit funny. I think he's just on the wrong side of the ball. Might see him load up with some top outside and come around 3 rails. He was able just to bend it out 1 rail at it. Nicely handled. When you get a stroke like that, it's no problem at all. Yeah, I think, let me look TYREL, excuse me. Yeah, 721 Fargo. Pretty sporty. There's a lot of good shooters here in this tournament, and Jeff is a clever player too. He plays very strong. Ran into him at several tournaments where he plays the strategy of the game exceptionally well. About as nice of a guy as they come too. I really enjoy talking with Jeff. Looks like he's gonna come up dry here. Pretty thin cut on the 1. Don't know that the 2 plays in that side pocket that it's close to, but that's about, I don't think he's going to be able to get above that ball. Might be able to play it slow with outside and run into it, but I went for the bank. Gonna get a roll. Goes, but it's a little hindered by the 3, heading away from it. Yeah, we're looking at about 109 Fargo difference between the 2 of them, but it's 9 ball. On a bar box, lots of things can happen. This is tough here. Cue ball's gonna hold up and find a hook, I believe. I think you can't see that from there. I think the 6 gets in the way. Yeah. A little frustration tap there that can't see the ball. Oh, we could see it. It's not the potting side. I was just asking them to potentially move that logo sponsor of Q-Tech and Lux and Mucci to the bottom center so we can kind of see the players' interaction. We'll see if that happens or not. They get a lot going on today, but a really nice safe played from Jeff there. Right, like I was saying, he plays the strategy of safeties and everything extremely well. Doesn't just cover yet, but covers up lines is what we're seeing here. You would have to bend the cue ball big time just to get it to hit the 2 from here, and then the 5 plays in the way. The 2 railers blocked by the 8-9. Only option he has is kind of going this way, being tree-topped. It's a tough spot. I'm not seeing my microphone. I'm going to reload just to make sure that I'm being heard. Test, test. Alright, well, I see my microphone. If I was quiet before, I apologize. I'm just reloading because I don't see the little microphone icon there. I'm not sure if I'm talking to myself or not. Oh no, miscue. Doesn't give up anything too easy. I mean, he might be able to back cut this in, but where's the cue ball going? I'd see him just elect to play a safety here, let the 2 ball get up here, and let the cue ball kind of travel up table. Is it gonna go on the side? Oh my goodness. I was way off. That was another option, but it may give up a pretty easy jump here. Let's see where the cue ball ends up. I think Jeff's favored to pocket this ball. Tried controlling the cue ball a little bit too much there, didn't quite get over the ball. Not sure, but I think that bump of the 8-9 may have been to his benefit because it looked pretty wired. Now with a little bit of distance, it makes it a little bit more difficult to negotiate. We'll see how TYREL handles it from here. Pulling up the YouTube so I can see if there's anything happening in the chat. TYREL kind of runs these open balls. Alright, got the chat going. Looks like the only thing I mixed was Jackie Tucker saying, "Let's go, TYREL." Yeah, this EvoSports is doing a pretty cool thing, being able to have 5 of the 10 tables at this tournament being streamed with remote commentaries happening. They got one featured table where they got multiple camera angles and an in-house commentator booth. Event like this, being able to see half of the action is pretty sweet. Alright, now we're getting to the interesting part. It was looking like he was sizing up how he's coming into that 8-9. I can't imagine that he's running into this from here, but maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, got into it good, and just it's a tough line to get into unless you're pocketing the 8. It's difficult to have a ideal result, but he should be able to kick it right back up by the 9. Get up table. He might be looking to see if the bank is on, but feel like just the 9 ball's in the way for that. Leaving it up table with some distance. Tough to see how the angles lay for. I think pocketing this ball is possible. It's not easy by any means. It's just how he's going to interact with the 9. Kind of like playing with outside and maybe giving the 9 a chance. Oh my goodness, he almost overcuts it. Comes around, gets perfect. How about that? Wow. Nice shot, Jeff. Yeah, he played that to the far point of that pocket. He almost overcut it, but man, he just came around perfect for it. Nifty little shot. Makes it 1-1. Yeah, I like it being a wood rack on a 7-foot table, just because with the template rack, that wing ball is just about guaranteed. But we are going to be seeing a little bit of time being spent on getting a good rack with the wood rack. Makes 2 balls on the break. Perfect layup on the 1. Pretty straight, but yeah, he's looking like he's going to have to draw pretty far back. The 3-9 looks awkward. Let the stroke out a little bit here. Gets a little thin on it, but he's looking at how he wants to interact with that 3-9. Yeah, I kind of like that line if you play it into the rail. Kind of pick your spot. Because I think it's too far out. It's so hard for him to guess from here exactly how it is. Yeah, he's kind of looking going rail first. I like the rail first option just because it gets the 3 ball traveling away from the 9 ball. Yeah, well played. Made it look easy when it is by no means. Jeff trying to find the right orientation of the rack to get the balls to press together right. Looks it over, looks like he likes it, and we're off to the 4th rack. Racked it good, got that wing ball to go right in. Gotta look at the 1. Little tricky first 3 balls here, but if he can get on the 2 just right from here and then onto the 3, the rack really opens up well. Look at that. That may have been a little bit too steep, and that was a touchy little line to play. Might see a safety here just because depending on how steep of an angle is, if he can't draw up for the 3, we'll probably see a safety. Yeah. Did try and draw up for the 3. It looks like he got there too, just it was a tough pattern to play from there. Four ball gets in the way. Don't know if he has an edge of this 3 ball. It's looking like he does. If he does, he'll try and cut it in at a speed that 2 rails also gets him safe. Oh, no, kicking straight at it. Oh, and he gets a love roll. Oh, man, 9 ball can be brutal sometimes. Or glorious, depends on which perspective you're looking at. Nice line there. Would like it a little bit off of the rail, but the way TYREL's stroking the ball, I think he can handle this and get wherever he needs to. I personally would smooth this in and just kind of play a little bit longer of a shot on the 6, just to really bear down on pocketing the 5. But strokes it in, gets a line on the 6. You're forced to smooth this one in and kind of come just off of this point and back over into this line here with the cue ball. Oh. Yeah, this came up the last match where when you're shooting a shot where the side pocket comes into play there, it's more common than not to be so worried about the side pocket that sometimes we'll get ourselves into somewhere funky. Oh my goodness. Is it gonna... Oh. His body language made me think that it was heading right for the corner pocket. It's still not ideal. Lots of distance. Yeah, that's a bummer. Got a little juiced up on the 6, thinking he was gonna pinch it, and it just got away from him. Now TYREL here with a pretty easy opportunity to make it 3-1. And back to breaking. Three balls on the break. 2 balls a little thin. But I think he can cut this in with maybe just a little bit of draw. Get between the 9 and the 4 here. I'll come back around for the 2. Don't think you play this with a lot of speed, because the 9 ball plays big. The more speed that you're playing on this, but he's also looking maybe to play some inside. He was looking like he might be looking at a safety from here. Don't think that's a bad option either. No, he's looking for the potting angle. Catches it just a little thick. Maybe trying to get through that window. Jeff stepping up here quickly. Don't get tree-topped on the 7. No, he's all right. Falling forward off of the 6 a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Gives himself just a little bit of an angle to work with. The float across table for the 7. Just a little steep. He'll probably play this one with inside English, come around 3 rails. But if he's got a little bit of rail to work with, yeah, that's a lot of distance. Got himself a little thin on the 8. I think he wanted to be up a little bit close to the side pocket, but should be able to work this one out. Drawing around the 9. Handles it no problem. Brings it back to 2-3. Jeff to break. Yeah, and if you haven't had a chance to check out this venue, the Golden Fleece has got a very cool atmosphere. It's got an upstairs. I believe it's got 4 9-footers and 4 7s. And then downstairs, they changed it last. I believe that they have 6 7s and 1 9 downstairs. But it's got an island of a bar upstairs. Really cool venue. Check her out sometime. Putting on a good event here for the Weir Memorial. We got great sponsors adding, I believe, $25,000 to this tournament. Fantastic money's added to a non-sanctioned event with Q-Tech, Mucci, and Deluxe. EvoSports is doing really cool things, getting 5 of the tables, of the 10 tables, so half of the action will be caught live stream. Jeff breaks, gets 2 balls. Is a 5-ball gonna... looks like the 5-ball may have just got just enough of this. Yeah, I think the only line you can see is the outside edge of the 1 ball, it looks like. I just draw the line so it's a little easier to visualize from here, but it can be deceiving, as we see. Just gotta watch out for the 7-ball in this shot if you're rolling forward. Looks like it's tracking right at it. Bumps into it nicely. Get enough room. Body language makes me think he got there. He wants to stun right at this chalk right here. Oh, that's the 8-ball, not the 6-ball. My mistake. Much easier pattern then. Jeff looking to break and run this rack to bring it to 3-3. Very nicely done. TYREL back to break. minute here. I'm gonna share this stream. Alright, just in time for TYREL to break. Woo, cue ball. Came up last rack. If the 9 ball does go on the break, it gets respotted, which I really like when you're racking your own with a wood rack. Looks like he's going to push out and just pocket the 9, get it out of that. Ooh. Get it out of the corner pocket. Leave a long straight tester for Jeff to take on here. I think he's pretty fortunate to be able to see the bottom side of this ball with the pocket. But it's kind of set up pretty well for TYREL. Looks like a pretty open rack. Couple little precise positional play, but nothing too crazy. Might see him kind of punch this one in and get a little bit off of the rail, so it's a little bit easier access of the cue ball with the next shot. Yep, just like that. Just gotta smooth this one in, get a good line on the 7, or the 5 to get to the 7. Don't think it passes the 9 in the upper left pocket. Oh. Just catches that point and it doesn't want to slide in. Gets a good line on the 7. I think he's just going to probably hold the cue ball here pretty close to there, yeah. As long as he doesn't have too much of an angle, probably just draw up and play the 9 ball where he was standing. Gets a little nervy. Let's see how straight this is. Yeah, I think he's got enough of an angle to be able to draw right along this line here. Kind of come out a little bit. He did. That pocket must be broken. I've seen 2 shots in this rack not want to go. That's a joke. Sometimes we just cheat the pocket just a little bit too much. It catches those points and does not like it. Is he sizing up the combo here? Pretty aggressive being that close to the rail. Let's see how it works out for him. Yeah, that was tough. Jeff with an opportunity to do the 1-2 punch. Jeff coming to take the first lead change in this race to 4. Believe Jeff to break. He broke and ran the last rack. Tied up. Got pretty fortunate with that miss on the 8 to tie up like it did. Seven ball goes straight in. Look out, 6. Looks like it blocks the pocketing angle. Don't think that it can shoot straight in. He might be able to throw it in at low speed, but with the 2 ball where it's at, I just don't think that that's... I mean, that may be the only thing if he's able to pot it, but... Could play safe here. Yeah, it looks like he's jacking up to kind of bank the 1 ball out and do it back up on the 6. Look at this. Is it going to creep out? No, I don't think so. Pretty clever there. A couple of times I've played Jeff, I've always thought that he makes those difficult saves look like they were just easy peasy. TYREL kicking at it. Gets a good hit. It's gonna give up a shot though. Looks like it. Ooh, the 2 ball, 9 ball looming in the balance. It's not a hanger by any means, but kind of like the carom here. It's definitely lower possibility of pocketing the ball, but I hate playing combos where if the 9 doesn't go, it's just hanging there. He thought along the same lines. Another pretty fortunate roll for Jeff to leave him hindered by the 5. Also looks like the cutting angle might be a little risky of the scratch. He might just be laying up a safety here. Rough. Yeah, being jacked up over the 5 makes that very difficult position to play from. Came up a little short there. Don't tell me he's playing the 9. No, not at all. It's a slow down, man. That ball seemed like it just carried forever. Long and straight. Smooth it in. Pretty good line here. Draw over for the 6. Don't want to be straight though. No problem. Pretty straightforward here. Cue ball gets a little bit away from him, but shouldn't be an issue. Takes it to 5-3, Jeff, but TYREL's coming to the table to break. TYREL looking to break and run here to bring it back with 1 and keep the pressure on. Gets 1 on the break. Might have the bank on the 1. But I kind of like the safety from here. Thinning off of the 1 a little bit. Kind of getting down into this ball here with the cue ball. Sending the 1 ball up table. Just like that. Very nice. Yeah, that was a tough ball to kick at. Creates a little cluster there. I think that's a 7-9. Gonna have to develop that to get out of this rack. Look out. This kick lends to a lot of pretty good things happening if you catch the left side of that 3 ball. It can nestle right up on the 4-ball. You can pocket it. You can hit that side and get the carom. Nice kick. Just wants to get on a good angle on the 5 to kind of nudge out the... Oh, just going to lay up the safety. Jeff is on 1 right now. Yeah. He's kind of realizing the spot that he's in. Just got to make a good hit here to not put yourself on 2. Catch the left side of the 4 with some speed here. Oh, he's looking to go the short rail into it. Definitely makes the contact a little bit larger going that route. Don't think he's as concerned with giving up a shot with that cluster the way that it is. Just wanting to ensure a good hit. That sits right up on the rail, yeah. There's an opportunity to run into this cluster up there with this shot. Gotta hit it really good though. Play a local player here that just cuts this ball in so well that whenever I see it, I just expect everybody to do that, but it is not entirely that easy. TYREL hits it great, gets the breakout, pockets the ball, gets shape on the 5. Let's go. Look at that shot. Spectacular shot there. Just a little touchy on getting just past that 9. I think like right here with some outside. Let it kind of come around 2 rails. Oh, what happened there? Tried cheating the pocket maybe just a little bit too much. He didn't want to have anything to do with that 9 ball and just over cheated the pocket a little bit. Man, unexpected. Jeff here with an opportunity to get to the hill and be breaking next. TYREL may want to take a little break right now, would be I know it's early in the day, but just after that 5 ball not going and being in this predicament, would not be surprising to see him want to go splash some water on his face, but we're carrying on. Jeff gets a couple of balls to go down. Does not look like he has drawing a line here just so I can kind of see. Yeah, I don't think that he can go rail first there. Or in that case, kind of pinch the rail. Not without having to do a little masse or something. He's looking at some push out options. Yeah, with it being froze on the rail like that, always the option to kind of twist the ball in with some left English. So he's kind of trying to pick his spot. If he can see this ball, he may be able to do, like I said, with some left-hand English, try and run right into this 7 ball here. Or plays a very nice save. Yeah, I like that. When you're down a couple of games, you're swinging it less and playing a little bit tighter. Jeff looking to jump the ball from here. Gonna be pretty difficult to get back around for the 3. Is it gonna go? No. I think that 5 ball plays big in this line if you're trying to hold it there. Looks like he was looking at 3 rails. Can't tell if that's a 7 or the 8, but the ball in the center of the table also plays a big factor in wanting to miss everything here. Looks like he's coming back 2 rails. Beauty. Might have to just cinch it, elevate up a little bit, and hold right there to shoot the 4 up table. Definitely didn't want to be that straight, but just got to take what the table gives you sometimes. Holds it well. Not even going to try and guess here because 9 ball being that close, there's so many little variables. See what happens. Or you just shoot it straight in the side and get perfect. That was a tight line to that side pocket, but he handled it no problem. Good side of the 5 to float up for the 6. Trying to say float more, a little stun draw. Thin the 6 and place it behind the 7. Just kind of going this, come around up table with the cue ball. Yeah, it's hard to not let that leak out on you, but he left good distance. But it is still pretty manageable. Just got to lay down a good shot here. Yeah, That was a tough roll. Jeff with an opportunity here to close out the match with these two balls. Jeff with the upset. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.